Welcome back to another episode in the Walking Jazz Standard series. In this lesson we'll be looking at the famous jazz tune, Have You Met Miss Jones? This is a very fun tune to walk. The changes are interesting and the form is easy to follow. Let's take a look at the form. Have You Met Miss Jones is a 32-bar AABA form. That is, there are two main sections, the A section and the B section. Each section is 8 bars in length. The form starts with 2 cycles of the A section, totaling 16 bars, with a quick 2-5 to lead us into the B section, which is 8 bars, and finally back to the A section to close off the form. The chord changes themselves are fairly standard. We start in the home key of F major with an F major 7 chord. In bar 2, we see an F sharp diminished chord. This chord is used to voice lead to the G minor 7 chord in the next bar. In this context, you can view it as a D7 flat 9 chord, with the major 3rd in the bass. G minor 7 and C7 in bars 3 to 4 create a 2-5 progression. But instead of moving to the 1 chord, we move to the 3 chord, A minor 7, and cycle through another common turnaround, the major 3-6-2-5 cycle, leading into the A section again. The first 6 bars of the second A section is identical to the first. The last 2 bars set up a 2-5 progression in B flat major to lead us into the B section. All the fun happens in the B section. We're now in the key center of B flat major, with a B flat major 7 chord in the first bar. From here, we see a succession of 2-5-1 chord progressions, moving through key centers a tritonal way. The first being a 2-5-1 in G flat major, and the second a 2-5-1 in D major. A quick 2-5 brings us back to the home key of F major for the final A section. The final A section has a few minor differences to the opening A sections, but it's essentially the same. The last 4 bars of the form wraps up with another 3-6-2-5-1 chord progression to reinforce the key center and bring the form to a close. The first exercise features melodic ideas using arpeggios. Arpeggios are of course essential to walking bass lines, but they really shine in chord progressions that use mostly cycle 4 root movement. That is, progressions with 2-5-1s and turnarounds. The second exercise utilizes scales and chromatics to create melodic passages. When you write out your own walking lines, try to make them as melodic as possible. Playing melodic walking bass lines is far more important than simply playing the changes. The last exercise for this lesson brings it all together into one chorus. We'll be using scales, arpeggios and chromatics to create a walking bass line with an emphasis on melodies. That's all we have time for in this lesson. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, as always, please feel free to leave me a comment. Thanks very much, and until the next lesson, take care.